Hello, 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 hello. And we are back. Today is Tuesday. All right. Oh, that's the way. I like it. That's the way. Okay, yes. I have already been up. I've seen the sunrise. I've had my coffee and I'm ready to take on the day. How about you? I'm Daisy and welcome to my channel. You're in my daily tarot playlist where we take a look and explore at what the day could look like for us and, spend some time together. So let's do this. Let's see what Tuesday is going to roll out. What kind of message is possible out here for us? What can we look at? What might give us a little bit of inspiration to become better at being who we are? Because you are you. And there's no other you like you. All right? Because there's only one me. Thank God. I don't think the world can handle two of me's. But the world can handle each one of us. I love it. I channeled the word world. Okay. So what do you want? What do you really, really want? So definitely, when we think about the stock market, there is some type of recovery in some areas. So definitely there's some possibilities, but I definitely see that there is lots of opportunities to jump in, because you know what? It's interesting when there is a void, when there is a conflict. It is interesting that if you sit and think and ask, what does the world need now? You're going to find out that you start getting answers. And in those answers, you start looking at investments. And in those investments, they're going to yield returns. They're going to set you up for the future. So even for the collective, we need to know that the world is in our fingertips. We need to have a decision that we want more in our lives. We want more quality life. And the way to do that is by increasing the flow of money. I'm not saying increasing the money. I'm saying increasing the flow of money. You see, money is currency. Money needs to move. Money wants to move. Money does not want to sit around. Money is current. So we've just got to figure how to flow more of it as you buy, you create, you give, you get. And it's just putting yourself into that flow of more abundance in your life. And you have the ability to wield it, to attract it to you. This is not a big effort. It is just a willingness in your heart to identify money as good in your life, to see that you're a viable person, that you can contribute to the rest of the world. So it's very, very interesting, as you kind of might want to sit down and just ask yourself, what are 3 things that I want to improve in my life? And how can money help me? And then putting yourself into some type of mental alignment that the universe will begin to attract the people and the resources that are going to put you on track, whether it's you being hired somewhere, whether it's you getting greater education, whether it's you creating, inventing, or doing something that's going to get you to those 3 things you want. Sitting and wishing is not going to be enough. You also need to wield the power. Okay, relationship. Oh, Daisy, why are you getting so metaphysical on me? It's just because that's what this world is. It's kind of weird in that sense. Think about some of the greatest inventions that were ever made. At first, it was just an idea. But there was a big desire. Okay, relationship. The moon. My dear one. Well, not everything is as what you think. So be very careful of hidden messages. Be very careful of hidden actions. Be very careful of hidden intentions. Something may be revealed that you weren't expecting, but somehow there was a part of you that knew that it would be true or that it was happening. So be very aware of possible deceptions, possible, what can I say? Just, something coming out that you were not expecting now, but you had an idea that it was going on. So in the light of the moon, you are still have enough to know that God is going to give you the information you need. And just be ready for it, whatever it is, that when it shows up, you're not going to overreact. You're just going to find the peace to understand the situation and how do you move forward now that you know what you know. Okay, let's take a look at career. What do we have on this day as we reflect on our job, on our career, on our business, on our education? Because if you're a college student or you're a person that's going to college right now, that is still your career. Your future is tied up to that, and so is your money. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, so I saw this card. It came up in the area of career this week, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember that. Yes. And so now something's happened, you know, finally there's some clarity, and where before there were too many options, now it's like things are either becoming more clearer. You have been able to get the fog out of your head. You're understanding what you want to do. And while it's not all clear, you have at least honed it down to a couple things that you want to do with your business or your career or your education. So see how important it is to have true intentions, like to kind of when it comes to your career or to your business, to have a very definite goal about what you want. This could be even if you're working right now and you're working for someone or with someone. As you become clear with what the mission statement is or what needs to be done today, things get done. But if you're not clear and you're all over the place, nothing gets done. What a waste of time and money. Okay, let's look at well-being. Well-being. Okay, so when it comes to well-being, this is really interesting. A couple messages I'm feeling that are coming through. One of the message has to do with someone's getting there's a good group out there, has to do with health and doctor appointments or doctor results or medical tests, and you're going to get some good news regarding this situation or your health. And it's going to be such a relief for you, because while it's interesting that when you went for the checkup or you went to do the analysis, you were really not feeling good, but in between that time, between then and now, your state of being has improved. And so it's interesting that even though those reports were from back then and you have improved a lot, the results are actually much better. So most of what I'm getting a message for you is that most of the situation that you were feeling when you went in had to do with an emotional state, and that really affected you. But the underlying physical results, with the report, is going to be much more positive than you thought. So even now you feel so much better. This is going to make you even feel better. So understand that how you handle life and approach it through your emotions, whether it's through fear, whether it's through anger, through jealousy, these emotions, and please look it up, don't take my word for it. Emotions and how we deal with them extract different chemicals in our body, and some of the lower vibration emotions produce more of the toxins in our body. And if we're not eating properly, sleeping properly, hydrating properly, we can't flush them out fast enough. So as you begin to master your emotions and take mastery over that, you're going to find out you're going to need less doctors and more meditation, more emotional balance, and things like that. So definitely a beautiful message overall, in my opinion. Okay, so we're going to do two things. I feel the need for using our karma card on today's reading. And then we will look at the collective also for our Gabrielle message. Okay, so the karma card of houses is showing up in which? The 9th house. So it is telling us that we need to stay connected with our spiritual values. And a lot of people confuse religion with spirituality. Those things could never be too far apart. You know, let me do it like this, too far apart. You know, spirituality is something that you are as you connect deeper to identifying the I am within you, the place you are in this whole play of just you being with all and in all. And it says mentally, the long range thinking or travel. So as you also think about, you know, the life forward, moving forward, and also I love how I see, do you see this here? It shows like air balloons. So taking time to give yourself that mental vacation, pulling yourself away from this and just stepping out and traveling or just seeing different sights will actually help your overall seeing that there's more possibilities in life. And it says here, what in the physical, what is to be shared, because life is what is to be shared as you connect and you see what's important in life. And, you know, disconnecting from the rat race, you get to access, you know, the world, and you get to focus on production in your career. And this illusions will be removed and a better approach to life and your health. And it's just wonderful. So I like it. Life is what to be shared in the 9th house. And one thing about let's kind of go back to this with the 9th house, it represents in general the area of travel, of wisdom, of philosophy. So sometimes when we step away from our box where we are in our home, in our neighborhood, and we go for a little ride, it's like the further miles you go away from your house, the more open your thinking becomes. Isn't that interesting? Has that happened to you? And you know, so it's really about, you know, learning and just seeing new things. I like that. I do believe that it does resonate with the other cards. So let's see if our angels are going to, Archangel Gabriel is going to resonate and confirm any of the messages that we see here. You know, this time I will take the top card. It was sliding forward, so let's do it. The writers group. Create or join a writers group to gain inspiration, friendship, and support. So this is kind of sweet because it is about creativity. It is about creativity. See this person here, kind of that feminine energy about creativity. And what else do we see here? Creativity and writing lets us focus, because when you write your ideas down, you start focusing them. So definitely, I do see this. I do see the resonation here. So, well, there you have it, my friends. I'm really connecting with this. I really feel like getting on an air balloon ride and just having a grand time. Anyway, thank you so much for joining with me today. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell. That way you'll get notified when I load up the next video. Be blessed.